Well, I know they were your first opponent. We had talked about at the beginning of conference play at that time about how they're a different style of team trying to force you guys with your high-flying defense, at least, into a completely different kind of a game. Take us a little bit through the actual how you guys came away with the win.
Well, what's really amazing, Cosmo, is how much teams change in that time period. And we've talked about this a lot, but it was the first game of our conference rotation. And when I went and watched the film from that game, the first thing that struck me was how different we are, in this, just this time period. You get about a month and a half, and your team really evolves. And of course, they've changed as well. Very skilled team. Got the leading scorer in the conference. One of the leading scorers in the nation. He's scoring about 21, 22 points a game. Had just came off with 3 straight 30-point games. So, he was feeling pretty good. Again, I think we kind of just worked our way through the contest. Had a lot of swings in it. We would get up 11, and then all of a sudden they'd come right back, and it was so you were never in a comfort zone. And what was a really fascinating part of the game, we did get up 11 pretty late in the game, and then they started fouling. And I think there was more points scored in the last minute and a half than had been in the previous 15 minutes of the half, and just by strategy. And again, we pride ourselves on our defense. When you look at how many points we gave up in that game, you go, what happened? Well, they were trading off threes for free throws, and the clock would never move. And they would foul immediately. They'd hit a three, foul immediately. We go down, and thank goodness made our free throws. In fact, I think we finished out the game with 15 consecutive made free throws, which was very nice on the road in that setting.
It's a good one on the stat sheet when you finish like that on an 81-70 game, which, again, your team, 70 points to give up is very uncharacteristic. But when you break it down like that off of paper and see how the dogfight actually finished, it makes sense.
It was just amazing. And I think I think the thing that I was happiest about in that game was I looked at our team and I thought we played at a real mature level. At no point in time was there any panic, which we had seen earlier maybe in our conference season. At no point in time did our team mishandle the basketball, and then of course hitting critical free throws was important. All those things are huge on the road, Cosmo, because as you know, momentum can switch in a hurry in road games, and if you don't stand up there and make your free throws, and it just opens the door for some craziness, and fortunately that didn't happen.
Especially with a team that can certainly hit the three like Williams Baptist can. 2 more big games left on the Cougars' schedule in the regular season. We'll talk about those 2 matchups, talk a little bit about how the conference is shaping up as we get set for the conference tournament as well, looking ahead just a little bit. We'll have more of that with Coach Bob Burchard after this. You're watching the Columbia Cougars Coaches Show on Mediacom Channel 22.